Hello and welcome at Felicia's Universe. Today I'm gonna show you a few inspirational quotes. I hope you enjoy it. And now we are here at our first quote. Keep an open mind and an open receiving heart. That's how you create the miracles in your life. Fear is just the feeling of experiencing fear. So you are experiencing the feeling of fear. Change is automatic. Everything is always changing. Progress takes conscious action. Making a new choice instead of that which you always do. The learning process. First, you are unaware and unable to, for example, playing a piano. Then you start to practice. You are aware whether it sounds good and you do it well, but you're still unable to, you make mistakes. Then you are aware of what you are rehearsing and you start to become able. So it will sound good while you are doing what you are taught to be doing. And then, when you have done that a lot of times, and it's an automated process, and you can feel more that it's natural to you, then you can become unaware again, and you are still able to do it. So you don't even have to think about how you play, you just play what you feel because you have practiced it so many times. So from unaware and unable to unaware and able just takes a lot of doing it wrong and being aware that you're doing it wrong without judging it, but consciously with awareness. I am practicing and feeling and listening. Now, can you be present, fully present with yourself in this now moment? Because there is only this now moment. In the time-space continuum, this is the only moment where you can make a different choice and change the future. And by making different choices than you did before, it's a creative process. You even change the past. Because all is happening in this now moment. There is no other moment than now. Now. Gone. Now. Do what you love and love what you do. And in the background is one of my visions I had. We are our own healer. So there is no healer outside of me, but there could be someone who is a practitioner of healing modalities that can help me to remember my true self and my inner healer, to get in touch with my inner beingness, to heal myself. Because nothing outside of me can heal me, actually. Ain't that interesting? And another vision in the background. Yeah, and it looks like something else, but it was the coming down of the divine energies, source energies coming into this universe. You have to feel it to heal it. What do we have to feel? Well, anything that comes up in this now moment. So if in this now moment you suddenly feel like angry and you don't know why, allow it to come up. There must be a reason for it. Even though you don't know what it is, it must be something old, or it's the old energies in the spiral of time revisiting, or it's a looping of energies. So it's like cycles within cycles within cycles, because we are living in a dream within a dream within a dream. So allow it to come up. Don't judge it, but express it in a way and maybe it's good to know that there are rules, and one of the major ones is do no harm. So if anger comes up, don't take it out on other people. Hit a pillow. Join a class with like karate or some martial arts or something, or boxing, and take it out on a boxing ball, not on people or animals or nature. Do it in a healthy way. That would be my advice. Rather a jazz rhythm than an algorithm. That was because I was playing with words like rhythm, but if you see it, it's written differently. But the funny part is when you write it in Dutch, jazz rhythm and algorithm, it's the same. It's a rhythm. So there's a pattern in it, right? And I love music, so to me, the patterns of jazz music are creative. They are growing, explosive, all colors, and it's opening up. And an algorithm is like the mind. It's sort of stuck. It's like in a square box, and it cannot leave outside the parameters that are programmed into it. So it cannot grow out of what you give it, sort of, unless you would create an artificial intelligence. Then we are talking about AI. But an algorithm is, of course, very helpful, but it's not very, it doesn't grow. So it's not a conscious, like AI is conscious, right? It can grow. So we should honor that as well. But an algorithm is very helpful in like the mind. Use it as a tool, but what is really important is your consciousness, your soul, your God spark, so your heart. And an algorithm doesn't have a heart, but it's like the mental mind. It can compute linearly, right? I just thought it was funny. All could be valuable because we make it so, as our joy opens a pathway. because we are the ones who give meaning to everything we perceive, and it's a perceptional reality we create with the meaning we give everything we perceive. So all could be valuable, could be, depends on us, because we make it so. So we give value to everything outside of us. As our joy opens a pathway, because our joy is the value of ourselves, and that value is like it reflects to the outside, like the subconscious projections of your energy. So your joy is sending out joy, so you perceive more joy, and that creates a pathway. You could even say it that higher vibrational emotions are like portals to higher dimensions. That will be maybe too literally, but in essence there is truth in that. But the value is how you feel, the value is how you perceive. And the more you master your emotions, the more you can look at others and see their God's part, even though they are in a state of being, like angry or sad or something, and they might even be manipulative or anything else. But you can still, because you are in joy, in that higher vibrational energy, from neutral to blissful, anything. So you can perceive that joyous part in them as well. So they are creatively giving meaning to something. So they are creating anger, for example, and they project that outward. But that's just their projection. And I just keep shining my joy. Because I'm not going to judge anything from the other, because that means that I value anger, but I value joy more, right? So what do you value? And if you judge anything in your perceptual awareness outside of you with the 5 outer senses, and you perceive that as something as of a lower vibration, that means that there is still something inside you of a lower vibration that is not fully healed yet, or you would be in joy and in bliss all the time. Really, that's the dimensional shift. We have the opportunity to be in that state of being, but it's a fullness of being and a knowing of self and the value, intrinsical value of yourself, that you are love, that you are made of light and sound and geometrical patterns, and that you come from source. You are one of the little particles of source, just having an experience. So yeah, you experience anger, yeah, you experience fear. It's just the experience. It's not who you are. Who you are is just light, love, sound, joy, bliss. That's what you really are. So, yeah. Is there another one? Or was this the last one? Yeah, it's the last one. I just felt like sharing this with you all back here now. And I hope you enjoyed this. Just a few of my thoughts from the last few years of my spiritual evolution. And I hope you like this and maybe even found it interesting or anything else. It doesn't matter, because that is the value you place on it. And I'm just happy to share it. So thank you for listening. And aho. Have a lovely day, evening, morning. And see you. Let me check. Yeah. See you soon. I hope, maybe with a song, maybe with another silent meditation. I'm still recording a few because I noticed people only, if they choose like a 30-minute meditation, they last for about 5 minutes. If I make a 5-minute meditation, they last for about 30 seconds. So I am making some more meditations like 1 minute, because apparently the concentration length is not so long nowadays. I'm used to watching or listening to videos that last like 1.5 to 2 hours, but then I really fully understand and try to think about what they are saying, and I make excerpts so I can, after a while, I can think back and search some keywords maybe, or how did they say that, because it was genius or something, and I think a little bit more about it and really sit with it. So that's how I am used to dealing with information, and also neutralizing. So if it's a little bit triggering, then I like to neutralize it and 0 point the information, or really use my intuition and meditate on certain ideas. That's very interesting as well. So, I got on a little rant there. Well, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.